I'm Justin Freeman from Monarch, Denver. I love making pizza. Pepperoni pizza. I didn't enjoy pepperoni pizza as a kid. A lot of times it was like really greasy and oily, and the pepperoni they used wasn't the greatest. I found a really great pepperoni called Ezzo cupping pepperoni. A way I was taught and I've kind of learned and adapted it myself is I'm gonna par bake this in the oven first to kind of par cook it to get extract a little of the oil out first so it doesn't all be like go onto your pizza and then, you know, you ruin date night. Yeah, I'll par cook it, hold it in its own fat, and like have it ready to go. Just kind of like listen. You'll be able to hear like it kind of crackle. You can start smelling a little of the like pepperoni itself. I let it cool down. So that's really all. And I'll do the rest of the cupping inside the pizza itself. And I just pull my pizza dough when you're pulling and stretching just to make sure that you keep it in a circle. Once it's not a circle, it never becomes a circle again. My peel, I take my semolina and flour, kind of mix it on my board, flour all the way around, and then I'm just gonna kind of form my crust. Then I'm gonna push air out through everything else and then steering wheel it until it's comfortable enough where I know I can throw it onto my knuckles. You can kind of start seeing that it's already bigger than what it was before. I can kind of feel it moving. I then now just take my hands and start to pull. I let really the dough do all the work itself, and I'm just kind of guiding it to keep it where it's supposed to be. And then you're really just trying to pull the same size as your peel. The dough balls I use in this one are about 295 to 300 grams. Once that's down, put it down. So you start off with grated grana all the way around. I then use the New York mozzarella provolone mix. That will go all the way around. Preference, especially with like a pepperoni, or let's say you're using pancetta or guanciale, something that has fat, that's gonna add fat to your pizza. So you don't actually need a lot of cheese. Cheese is really part of the vessel that helps bring all the fats and all the flavor together, which is really cool. Sorry, I don't know if I can curse. I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. I have a tendency of having a really bad potty mouth. This is fontina. You can cube it, you can grate it, whatever you like. I think one of like the most underutilized tools in cooking is a box grater. I use it for everything. It makes my life a lot easier. Once I've added all my cheese, I'm gonna add tomato sauce all the way around. I like to get all the way to the crust and then put my pepperoni in places where like there's a little bit of sauce, a little bit of cheese, so that oil and all that stuff can kind of like come around. Yeah, cupping pepperoni, actually on the outside of it, on the casing, you have sugar. That's what helps makes it cup. I think it's probably just becoming more popular because like honestly, it holds its oil really well. And you don't get it all over the place. I think just like the flavor in general is really tasty. And then I finish with the grated grana. Make sure that like you're getting it on like honestly everywhere, but the crust in particular, because like that'll help give you some nice bubbles. When you're in the middle of like pizza hell and like it's like you're just cranking them, the biggest fear is that it sticks to your peel and then like you have to restart it all over again and you're just like, oh man, I'm so screwed. I love making pizza. It has been a way for me and my kids to like connect. I try to make pizzas at home with them. Cool, so this is the pepperoni. You can kind of see the bottom. I mean, it could have gotten a little more color again, but it holds up really nicely. If it's holding like this and I can go like this without anything happening, you've made a good pizza. And how I describe seasoning all my pizzas is, imagine you are drunk at a pizzeria, and it's 4 a.m., and they give you all those seasonings. I a little put everything on it. I used to just put everything on it. So I kind of just do that. A little bit of salt. You don't really need that much just because of the pepperoni. This one's gonna get more dried oregano. This is gonna get red chili flakes. and a very small touch of granulated garlic. And you can't ever finish a pizza without cheese. There you go. That is Monarch style pepperoni pizza.